I miss when the moon was angry.
We'll get angry later.
Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah, this is like the moon's rookie card. It's still.
This is where it comes in. This is where it's still fresh. Where do the years go?
Aged hard. You start hanging out with the wrong crowd, man. You start fucking around with forest spirits and with flutes and shit. That'll fuck you up. I like how it works out for you.
That's how you end up in a downward spiral, right into the fucking planet.
Right into the planet. That's how you wipe out the dinosaurs. You think you just, yeah, he's kind of a dick, but he's really funny. Flash forward 2 years, mass extinction event.
You looking at my bird? Just headbutt some dinosaur from space.
Has there ever been a more epic headbutt than the moon from Majora's Mask?
No.
And he does it a bunch.
I don't think, well, unless you keep being like, whoa now, stallion. Welcome back to Oven Lovin' Adventures. I'm Ben. I'm here with Robot Val, and today we're going to try to see if we can hook up this amorous chef with a Kenmore oven and make some sparks fly.
Zing zing, baby, I'm down. I'm fresh, I'm on the scene, I'm just out of a major relationship with a toaster, and I am ready to find love again.
That's really funny because during the Halloween video, the epilogue was you got manufactured into a haunted toaster. So that scans.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm finally gonna do Ocarina of Time because I've just been itching to do it. What?
Is there a Wii? Maybe I can get another letter onto that qualifier.
Alright, you're two players.
There we go. I'll hold half the controller. It'll definitely work out.
Fair enough. We're gonna go through Ocarina. This is Val's first time after that coconut to the head.
Yep, it's been a while.
Amnesia. What are we naming Stinky?
I wanted to call him Dawg. D-A-W-G.
Alright, I'm down with Dawg.
Dawg.
We'll call him. Not Dawn.
Dawn!
We're gonna call him.
I'm no good for you.
Dinner Dawg.
Dinner Dawg.
I'm gonna keep it
Dog.
I'm gonna keep it lowercase, so it's
informal.
So it sounds more like, just like, hey, what's up, dog?
Yeah, I like it. That's a nice of you.
There you go. File 1. Dawg.
0 points out of what? Are there 1,000? How many?
No, I just suck.
What? Like, what is that? What is that track?
I think that's money.
Oh, that makes way more sense, yeah.
Oh, dude, this is you if you want to read it.
Oh, long have I served as the guardian spat.
You didn't need that.
Then I was a stump.
The guardian
This is where I once stood, in this tiny house near that child. I lived near the Kokiri. Each had their own guardian fairy, and I'd watch them both sleep.
Except for this dink. Look at this loser.
Damn, Link's green screen is trash.
Link doesn't even sleep with his eyes closed.
Dude, he sleeps face down. What kind of a fucking lunatic sleeps just face down on his fucking bed, no pillow?
Face down, no pillow, eyes open, and having fits in on a blanketless mattress.
Is he dreaming about this happening?
I believe so.
Is that the implication?
Oh yeah, because he has a fairy. That's impossible, because he's a loser.
She's got a car.
Yo, dog, look out!
She's like driving by, and she's like, look at him, and he's like, what's up, girl? And she's like, haha, you don't even have a horse. And then Ganon rolls up, and he's like, next time, screw up, and he rides after her.
Get in, loser, we're going drifting in our horse.
Yeah, you can hear both of the horses like, Link's like, someday.
Come hither, Stink has no horse.
Stink has no horse. Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words. The words of the Deku tree.
I love when they're in color, so it's just like Deku tree.
Deku tree.
Mr. Black.
Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil that. Why does the tree talk old timey? Get closer, I can't smell you. Tickle my mustache that I have.
Get the swab, I have a booger.
Malevolent forces are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. You must help turn me into little Deku scrubs.
You must help me be a scrub. I'm too much of a Chad.
The Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, determining out the source of life. That's a very bold claim for their tiny little home.
There you go. That's Hyrule's Yggdrasil.
Really self-important.
Bunch of hollowed out tree houses.
Even my power is as nothing. Why is that exactly?
Well, why the tree's power doesn't pan out?
He's like an ancient, magical talking tree with like a dimension inside him. Why is just some dude? Why is he no match for Ganon, who is actually just like a guy?
Why is he on par with like a whale? Like
question.
the spirits of Hyrule take a lot of weird forms.
They're pretty wussy at the end of the day.
They mostly end up serving as dungeons that you go inside.
Oh yeah, that's true. Take that. Yeah, I don't want anybody to tell me God of War thought of that shit.
It seems it's come for any boy without a fairy to begin this life-saving, world-ending journey.
The youth whose destiny is to read Hyrule on a path of we had some argument. We'll examine that claim as this game progresses. Navi, go now! Find our young friend and find him wherever he may be in the vast, vast world of this one tiny village full of children.
Oh, luckily he's 10 feet away. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, it like pans out and Link's like, hey man, he's like, oh,
did you hear all? Cardboard box near the tree.
He's like shivering with his like patchy gloves.
Tin cup out, piece of the Troy, fools, if you've got one.
You're not a real fairy.
Fine, Navi. No, it's fine, okay.
Fly more impressively than that, perhaps.
I've been awake for about 10 minutes, but it's okay, it's fine. Give myself a coffee. Hold, excuse me, pardon me.
Right under the dick.
There we go.
I go.
Might want to wash that one a bit for you there. Mm-hmm. You're not a boy without a fairy.
Neither are you.
No,
oh,
there
yeah.
we go. Old
I have no interest in whatever's going on there.
Rock humper, that's fine. There you go. Have yourself a Mars bar. There we go. I'm good to fly. No, excuse me.
How did that happen?
That's more narrow than I thought it was.
She flew her dumb ass directly into a fence full of holes. And she's
going around it.
She's gonna spend the rest of this game telling us what to do. Wait,
that's the Guardian.
Hang the fuck on! I just saw something. Oh yeah.
Hello, Dawg. Wake up. Go ahead. Get yourself a pint. There we go. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you, Dawg. Get up.
Right, look at it. Just eyes open, face down. That is an unhappy part, dude. Is Link depressed? Look at if you saw anyone you know in this exact, when you're like, hey, come on, and they're just like. You'd be like, my friend needs help.
My friend needs a fairy.
My friend needs a fairy. Agreed.
Get out of bed, you lying little fuck! Tired of
this shit. Right here would get your ass punched. Who would deal with this?
Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Useless sinners.
I'm not gonna get another night's sleep until the fucking world's saved. Let me enjoy this. I'm not gonna sleep for 20 years.
You wake your useless ass up or I'm gonna poke you in the eye with a cocktail stick. I'm Navi the Fairy.
Is that so?
Yeah, very much so, yes. Hi, how are you? Very nice.
Tired. I sure wish I was still asleep right now.
Sleepy, I would imagine. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. I didn't have much say in it. I was home having myself a smoke. Summoned you. Get going. Just flip your ass off the tree.
Sure.
All right.
Look on the walls. Is Link a gardener? Look, he's got rakes. Right there. He's got pitchforks and rakes. Or are those no.
I think that's a pitchfork.
It's a pitchfork. Is Link a gardener?
Maybe. Or do the Kokiri have jobs? He's got a little. Wow, he's got a cleaver.
Yeah.
Why am I going to get a sword?
He's a woodsman.
Maybe they're all like that. I'll find out. I'll break into some houses.
I guess it's possible. Yeah. That's just like a Kokiri thing. They just have fucking like steel tools, and is there a blacksmith around here? Do they buy those from Hyrule or? What? Yahoo! Hiya, dog.
The hell is that? No, just
right back in bed.
Hi. Would you get
you like that?
Flip?
Like
Did that do anything for you,
ma'am? How you doing down here? A fairy. Yep. Yeah, you know, just a fairy. I didn't need one before, but I figured I'd pick one up. Yeah.
Finally, a fairy came to you, Dawg.
Yeah, that's how.
Check that out. That's great news for you. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
It's all coming together. I'll be dropping my album soon. You know, it's all okay. We'll get there. We're doing good.
There you go. Why don't you come see my band play?
I'm just living. How are you? What have you been up to?
Now you're a true Kokiri, Dawg.
Yeah, that's not. I'm not really into that.
Is that right? Great Deku.
Oh, is that what I gotta be good enough for you? Is that gonna be my identity?
At the end of the day, I'm just boy with fairy number 12.
That's gotta be hard for like. Do you think when he goes out in the world, they're like, you're like a fairy, and then in the fairy places, they're like, you're not a fairy.
And he's just like, I'm
fucking fake.
I'm still like, I have value.
He's like living the world's softest, most fantasy version of like the mixed race dilemma.
Well, it must be true.
Oh, look, he's drawing Godzilla and shit.
Yeah, well, there's a prophecy. Some kid used chalk and drew it on the side of my house.
That's not gonna happen though.
And whatever
Wait,
that is.
What is that? That's the moon.
Yeah,
He's
it's gotta
on
be
his
the
way.
moon.
What is that supposed to be a drawing of? Is it just like Link from the first game fighting a dinosaur?
What's that? Oh,
Because he's got the little cross shield.
That's Link fighting Ganon.
Is it?
Yup. Deal with it.
I'd like every part of that explained. What version of Ganon looks like Godzilla?
Yes.
Alright.
I don't...
Well, that's the end of that
If
chapter.
I had to take a shot in the dark, I'd say the one from this game.
Well, we'll get there. You know what? Let's get there and examine that. We'll see.
Hey, well, alright, episode 1, we'll get to Ganon.
Ganon, yeah, stick around, folks. You know, a minute or two, we'll be fighting Ganon, taking care of it.
No time at all. Easy
No
peasy,
time at
Kokiri sneezy. I don't want to deal with all this shit.
It's funny, like they're not, like they're not human at all. Like I wonder what aspects of them are different.
They don't age.
Well, we know that much, but like, there's like lots of like, do they eat? They're like fairies. Like if you don't age, that tells me that you're like permanent. I feel like they're probably
like they're immortal. Like
maybe, yeah.
not immortal, but like
a
they
shark.
lack
like,
the ephemeral nature of like a human to age out.
So, but like, I wonder how that affects like mundane things. Like, yeah, like do they need to eat in a substantive amount, or like do they just bask in the sun, or what do they get up to? Do they sneeze? I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff that might be different about them. They would have evolved from a totally different thing than us. Like they wouldn't be monkeys, you know.
I was about to whip out a yes, they definitely do sneeze, but I forgot that Link is not one of them. Because there's like a Sonic-esque thing you can do if you don't move him for ocean. If you don't move him for a while, and he'll like stand around and sneeze.
Oh, this is fucking dangerous.
Yeah, no, why do you guys keep this in here?
Why is this always moving? It's our proud tradition. It's like one of those things like
That's how we power the generator.
Oh,
It's our perpetual motion boulder.
I was thinking it's just one of those like sometimes people just keep traditions, right? Like, why do you do that? It's super dangerous. Like, yeah, but like we do. Yeah, like we have like the 4th of July and we just light our entire country on fire for some reason. Like
Just for kicks.
Why would you do that? Oh, it's cool. It's the fucking rolling boulder. It rolls everywhere.
Because that's my right.
What if it kills somebody?
As a statesman to light my house on fire.
Don't get into the boulder. It's probably it's a statesman.
That's Kokiri pride.
We're
not gonna abandon like 200,000 years of forest tradition.
Part of us. There's a federal
Just 'cause
law
everything
against
we
it, but
live
not
in-
a state law. Like you do what you need to. This is part of our culture.
Just because every one of our buildings is made of wood
It's a religious ceremony. We go to the boulder twice. Buildings are made of wood.
doesn't mean that we can't shoot off fireworks into the night. You Klansman.
Is there any right held more true and dear to the Kokiri people than our right to light hay bales on fire next to bundles of loose sticks and dry grass?
Especially if it's near the catapult farms.
Yeah, you got this.
There we go. There we go. As a hero, I have to learn this.
Man, Link's pretty strong.
I know, right? Those are pretty heavy, I imagine. Those aren't plastic. They don't come from a Ross.
Dude, a jar that is mostly the size of a child is too heavy for me as an adult to lift up and throw overhand. They're fucking heavy, dude. Just clay jars do not weigh nothing. They're big boys.
That's very true. Go to any gardening section and break your arms on one.
Yeah.
They're very heavy.
No. How much money can you have?
Right now I can have up to 99. I'm required to have 40 to continue because there is no free shield. You have to buy it.
From whomst?
There's a little store.
Oh, okay.
There's a little guy in the store who's too short to like... Somebody just had a heart in a chest.
That's kind of... Hang on.
Do you think that's the town surgeon that had that? Who's just kind of like, no, just keep it because it's cool.
I feel like that home, that was probably like the community shed. Like we keep some spare money and like some help.
The community
like
shed
a
where we
first aid
keep
kit.
body parts? Oh, it's just a Kokiri heart. The kind you usually keep in your shed.
Look over here and see and talk. What? Why?
She's teaching me Z targeting. I know how to do it. I don't care. I'm buying a shield.
Hey, Link, look up here and talk to me. No.
What
the fuck is up with this? Oh my god, he looks like somebody put John Travolta's face on a gnome.
And we sell shields, but not swords. You're gonna buy a Deku shield, dog?
You wanna fight somebody, you can hit him with a stick.
You wanna go fight Ganon? You're gonna need a little plank of tree bark. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z-targeting, you know his game already. Well, buy something else now, you broke-ass bitch. Get
you want to buy these nuts? I'm just kidding. Get out of here,
you want to buy decent nuts? I wish Deku seeds were just called, or no, Deku nuts were just called D's nuts.
Well, they're D nuts, right?
That is true. They are D nuts. Hey, you Mr. No Fairy.
Whoa, that is not cool, you little uptoned nurse. Pig-faced motherfucker. You know I can throw a terracotta jar. I can lay your piggly ass out any day of the week. You look like a fucking monkey.
But yeah, you're gonna go ahead and call me slurs? I have the only sword in town. Why don't you go ahead and mind your fucking tone?
Yeah, if you find out who did that to your hair, you should sue him. The fuck out of here, you weird little rat man.
You low polygon NPC motherfucker.
Nice hat. You lose the other 6 inches somewhere? The fuck out of here. Who told you had the guns to go sleeveless?
He's got his tank top. He just came from the gym. Mito's got the energy of a real gym rat who feels like he can police the entire town just because he can bench press like 15 pounds.
He's been like working out for a couple of months and he's like, I'm fucking jacked now. Look at this.
Oh, I didn't put the shield on.
Oh,
hold
you
on.
Can't. Sorry, I need to see your shield. I fucking have a shield. I need to see it. Why do you need to see it? Am I under arrest? What are you charging me with, Mildo?
What are you talking about, Mildo Maggins? Oh wait, sorry, you were dragging it. It wasn't equipped to your back.
My bad. Well, actually, hang on. I'll take it back. I'm actually gonna get, what's this guy's name? Milo?
Mito.
I'm gonna give Mito one real quick because when Link puts things away, they go into the dark dimension inside his butthole. So there would be no way to actually know. So, all right.
Also, instead of like thinking about him as a dick, yeah, he's hindering your progress, but he's also telling you don't go out of the town into the wild forest without equipment. He's actually kind of doing his job, I guess.
A little, but who? What is he, like the Kokiri nanny? Like, you are all as close to as adults as Kokiris get. You're ancient. Why is he? Oh, whoa! You better hang on there, Chip.
Hold on there, buckaroo.
It would be like if you left your house and another adult man was like, whoa! Do you have a gun? And you'd be like, I'm going to the fucking store. Like, no, you can't go past me without some body armor. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Need some Kevlar. And
it's
at least
dangerous out there in the world.
And one-handed. It's like, dude, I'm getting the mail.
You have a knife at least. What the hell is wrong with you? Let me leave my house. Listen carefully to what
the Deku Tree.
Thy slumber these past moons.
I thought it said these past morons.
And full of nightmares.
Relentless, restless nightmares. Anyway, get in my head.
As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate prevails. This guy, what a stump speech. And causes nightmare. Verily, thou hast felt it.
Dawg!
The time has come to test thy courage. That worked out really well.
Dawg, the time has come. Get inside me.
Does anybody else talk in this, like, performative, faux fantasy, old-timey English speak? Or is it just this goddamn tree?
He's like the only one that does this, to the best of my knowledge.
That's kind of suspicious.
I think he's just from another time.
You think so? Aren't all of you, though? Well, not Link, obviously, but aren't all the fairies?
Dude, none of us are gonna outlive a tree.
I guess that's true.
Look how big he is!
But that implies that in this world, however long ago, let's say he's, I don't know, like 5,000 years old, whatever, like a giant ancient tree. But that means 5,000 years ago there was, like, England. Do you know what I mean? Like, somebody wrote Shakespearean dialogue in Hylian that this tree then read, and then was like, oh, that's sick, I'm gonna make that, like, a part of my vernacular.
I do like the idea of, like,
or somebody read it to him, probably.
Send a message to King Henry III.
Maybe
I'm sure he's used to shit like me.
Maybe one of the Kokiri were just, like, writers back in the day, and he, like, liked their flowery language and worked that into his speech.
Ooh, I like that.
That could be. Yeah, maybe they came and read to him because he's a tree. That'd be cool. If I was a tree, I'd want that.
If I was a talking tree? Hell yeah.
Well, if I was doing magic tree shit, like, I assume he has a job here, right? Like, he protects this forest or some bullcrap.
I believe so.
Right? Like, or at least he's, like, a wise man. Like, that's something.
I wish I could say I was, like, good enough with the lore to... They just played it, and I'm still like, I think...
Well, like, okay, well, let's take some guesses here, right? Like, obviously he is revered from the fairies, right?
He's one of the guardians of Hyrule.
Yep.
So, of the guardians, there's him, there's the whale, there's the old man who, like, guards time.
Sure.
But he's also considered a sage.
Okay.
I don't know the difference between a sage and a guardian.
But they do seem different, though. Yeah.
Link, you seem to be having a crisis! Look at the wall, it's got vines, maybe you can give it a climb, dog.
Okay.
What am I, who's to say?
There's a
I'm
spider.
gonna go back in their pockets and have it just hit it off my flask.
There's a spider on Navi, there's a spider.
Climb it, you
Navi,
big
there's a
puss!
spider. There's a spider with a skull on its back, Navi. Navi, I don't want to touch this spider.
I really don't like spiders.
It's made of skull. That's the worst thing for a spider.
Navi's like, I've got bad fucking news for you.
Kind of compounded spider nightmare.
Do they not have spiders in Kokiri? There's none?
Oh my
I've
God.
never seen a one!
I want my rake.
When we're done here, we should go to a patisserie. I'd like to get myself an eclair.
Oh, that was easy.
He's not much of a fighter, look at him.
Wow, 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 wow. Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go?
No.
When
I'll
you
give
jump
it to
off
you
of a high
anyway.
cliff, if you hold forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though. If the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you're feeling bold.
I love the chuckle, like, get it? Right?
Get it?
It might not work. You stupid fucking kid.
You might die.
He's gonna break his legs.
Yeah, like he goes in and the door closes and he listens, and he doesn't hear like a scream. He's like, did that? Ah! No, I was thinking it was just like silent. Like, did that work? Oh, I was fucking around.
I didn't think he was gonna do it.
Link comes back in. He's like, that was really good advice. Like, yes, me, the wise Deku Sprout.
The guardian of the Deku tree's mouth.
That's what I do.
And I give sagely advice. Shut up. Who says I don't?
God, tiny people just live in his mouth. It's so disgusting.
It is weird. It's. I can't imagine having this exist inside of you. You know what I mean? Like, to have an entire dungeon-like complex, there are doors, there are ladders. It has like an infrastructure to it.
It's the emptiness, I think, is the because you can imagine like an Osmosis Jones situation where there's like a little ecosystem in here that's like part of your if the Kokiri lived inside him. And had like functions, right? So instead of gardening, they were like tending his roots and like trim, whatever.
Like that, yeah.
You'd be like, okay, this is all part of it. It's the fact that it's just an empty thing with structures and spiders and treasure chests, and it implies that someone like hollowed him out purposefully and then abandoned him.
Yeah, with like a wood planer, just up against the side, it's like ow!
Oh my god, like he didn't have a mouth originally and somebody was like, this tree needs a face. And he like carved the eyes out slowly, did the nose, molded the mustache, and as soon as he split the mouth open, it was it hurts so badly! It's been like 2 years, he hasn't been able to shriek because he didn't have a mouth. And then from then on out, the world echoed with the screams of the Deku tree.
Why are you doing this?
Oh god, he's in my mouth. He's in my mouth. I didn't know what having a mouth was, and I hate it, and I'm gonna throw up.
I don't like this, and I want to go home.
And then eventually you get to a point where he's like, hey, Link, I'm just full of spiders. I'm not gonna make it that much longer. Can you just get in here and just do what you gotta do?
I have a curse.
Navi.
It's called heartburn.
Navi,
You're not making it better right now.
Get the orphan boy. I need Pepto. Tell him to pour it directly onto my heart, and if it doesn't work, to kill me. Been there, Deku Tree. Been there.
It's so weird to me that I'm lighting fires inside of him.
Yeah, like, it is an intended... the actual way to get through his body is to light fires inside of him.
In a wooden being.
It would... Again, it would be like if you were inside a human and you needed to just cut shit open with a hatchet. It'd be really straight. It's like the most dangerous thing to him.
Oh my god, I'm playing Fantastic Voyage.
Kinda. Yeah, a little bit. Inner space.
Inner space. inner Hyrule. It's Bowser's Inside Story, but I'm playing it inside of a tree.
Ooh.
Woo!
And you only get to be one person.
Oh, I know.
Oh well, no, that makes Jabu Jabu Bowser's Inside Story.
Ugh.
But if Luigi was completely on his ass that week.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? If anybody, that's Mario phoning it in. He's like, do you know how many fucking adventures I've done this week? Get off my dick.
You're right. Luigi's always happy to be on the team.
Luigi's the blue-collar worker of the family. He's the one that has a job. He's like the plumber who like goes to fight ghosts. Mario just goes off on vacation after vacation. He's the one that sends like Snapchat pictures with his fucking family who's just like, I'm in Java. Like, what the fuck? You haven't done any work all week. What are you doing in Java?
Holy shit, I never thought about that. Why? Okay.
What am I doing?
In Luigi's Mansion, why does he have a vacuum cleaner?
Oh,
why doesn't he have plumber tools?
Well, okay. He gets that because he's not there to do a job?
I know.
Oh, you mean like, why is
but
that
like,
not the
thematically, yeah, why not give him... Why not... I mean, I know it's goofy, but so is just a big backpack vacuum. Why not give him, like, plumber shit? Give him, like, a pipe snake and, like, some fluid he could throw and, like, give him a bunch of different tools he can use to interact with the ghosts that are plumber-related. I know it's not a wide range, but you can... Vacuum is one thing. You could come up with 2 or 3.
You could play it up.
And then he'd be doing plumbing stuff instead of just doing maid stuff. Like, a vacuum is a job a vacuum is a tool you would give to, like, a housekeeper or something. That's why Mario has a water pump, because he's a plumber.
I thought you were gonna be like, a plunger is a tool you earn.
Yeah, you earned your plunger, boy. You're a real plumber now. You're fit to plumb. Here's your honorary plumb bob. We don't use them in plumbing, but the name remains.
We don't use plumb bobs, but we do use them as a sign of authority.
Exactly.
Now take your toilet snake and your brush, and you go out there and you change lives.
Big mom gloves. You'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
Oops.
Fucking dude, Luigi's Mansion. Imagine if the games.
I think you would have to. Wouldn't you have to like retool Ghosts to be something else?
Probably. Okay, let me pitch you this then. What if we switched the 2 games? So Luigi's in Mario Sunshine.
Yes, please. I don't even need to hear the end of it.
No,
that's a better version of Mario Sunshine.
So, but he's out there and he's still doing all the stuff in that game you don't really have to change anything. But in Mario's game, it's Mario's mansion and he has to clean the mansion.
Ooh, can I pitch another
Still
game?
Ghosts, sure.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
So, Luigi Sunshine, right? The same thing you just said.
Luigi Sunshine.
And then also Luigi's Mansion, and Mario can fuck
There
off.
just isn't a Mario game.
He's had the spotlight for decades. I don't care if the year of Luigi didn't exactly like do gangbusters.
They also didn't do very many games.
Yeah, they did like 3.
Yeah.
I think one was Dr. Luigi.
Oh boy.
The puzzle game nobody asked for but me.
You know what they could have done? I know this has been retroactively done in a few places, but would have been really sick for the year of Luigi is they just re-released old Mario games but just added Luigi into all of them.
Yeah, there's a
few that they have done that with. I know like there's a new version of Mario 64 where you can be Luigi.
Shit. Yeah, there's the DS. You can also be Wario.
Oh, that's sick. I didn't know
And Yoshi.
That's the DS one, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I always have weird experiences with I could have just taken another shot at this.
Whatever. Are you in some kind of hurry?
Not really. I'm just treading water with, a heavy sword and a
You're
bulky
literally
shield.
treading water.
Yeah.
So tell me more about Luigi Sunshine.
I would play that game so hard. Sorry, I just believe Luigi needs his own franchise stuff more. I'm not big on Mario as a character.
Well, he's not really a character.
No, he's not.
If we're big, yeah, he's
a brand.
He's Mario and Luigi are very much like Mickey Mouse and Kermit the Frog. One of them, they're all marketable, but one of them is incredibly bland, and the other one has lots and lots of character. Like Mickey Mouse isn't a character. He's fine, but he's not a character. Kermit is.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's an icon.
Muppet Treasure Island works way better than Mickey's Who Gives a Crap.
Yep. I can't actually remember like a Mickey movie where I'm like, oh yeah, that Mickey movie that.
I can't really. I know, well, like, an original one, at least, because, like, there's also... I know they do, like, a Christmas Carol, but so does the Muppets, and it's better, because there's
Way
Michael
better.
Caine in it.
Yep.
And the Muppets.
And Marley and Marley. Woo! I love Muppet Christmas Carol.
So, okay, it's been either so long that I don't remember, or I genuinely didn't see it. Are the Marley Brothers Statler and Waldorf?
Of course they are.
Okay, perfect.
Of course they are.
It's the best movie. It's the perfect film. Any prediction that involves Statler and Waldorf makes it better. Have you ever seen there was a weird cameo from Sesame Street, like, why do you ask us how we can get to Sesame Street? We can't even leave the dang booth!
Damn it. It's the simple jokes. Yeah, that's... Well, I always say, like, that's why there's never been... Mickey's never had a version of the Goofy movie, because you'd have to humanize him.
What would you even make that? The Goofy movie.
If I
Mickey has to go get a job, and then he has, like, the three-strike formula of, like, a children's TV show, and then he doesn't have a job at the end because we can't have continuity be an issue.
Well, let me pitch that backwards, right? Because if you were in that time frame and somebody was like, they're gonna make a Goofy movie, you would have said the exact same thing exactly as incredulously, and you'd be right to do so, because the idea...
Didn't Party exist?
No, Goofy came after.
Oh.
I'm 99, but Disney nerds roast me as necessary.
Interesting.
But I'm fairly confident that the movie came first.
You're about to get intima-roasted.
I mean, then I'm
By
gonna
the
get roasted.
internet.
Tear me up, boys. Yeah, I'm almost certain that's the case. But even in that, like, you still are making a hard decision to make Goofy a single dad.
Sorry, I don't remember this.
What?
Has there always been a bombable wall in the Deku Tree?
Great.
Because I don't have bombs yet, so...
What a good-looking question that is.
Yeah,
I'm proud to live in America where handsome young men and women can ask me questions
Can
like
ask
that.
Such bright-eyed and bushy-tailed questions. Anyway,
Exactly.
so the extreme Mickey movie?
No, that's just it. Like it was done. They just had to commit to it, but it completely worked. But you'd have to do that, and if you commit to an identity for Mickey, then he's not your put on the face of the... When people see him, they'll think of a single dad, which is what happened. Now, when we look at Goofy, you're like, oh yeah, Goofy's holding it down after his wife left him or whatever, or died maybe. Can't quite tell. He's a solid single dad. Later in his life, he went back to college and got an education. Like, he's good at his job. He seems to have friends. Like, Goofy has a very full life now, and Mickey is just this guy that owns a theater.
Well, Mickey's also not allowed to have an identity, because then that becomes Disney's identity.
Yeah, he's like
so,
fucking
like,
Stan Lee.
Mickey can't be like, I hate aubergines. Because then Disney's gonna be like, no, we have an eggplant market. We can't lose that. Mickey loves aubergines.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
That's always how I felt about, like, Mario 2, where, like, Mario can't be allergic to corn, because what if corn is somebody's favorite vegetable?
I don't think that was a factor, if I'm being honest.
Probably not. Well, that's why in the movie he hates mushrooms or whatever, I guess. Are you serious with it?
Oh, I always thought that was just like a lark. Wait, which... now I have to ask which movie.
In the new one.
Okay, I haven't seen the new one yet.
It's good. Check it out.
That's what everybody's told me, yeah. It's solid.
I'm trying to...
I didn't not see it out of anything, I just didn't.
I don't know if... I don't objectively know if it's a good movie. I know I had fun watching it, and I know it is an enjoyable time, but it is... I will say, it is formulaic as fuck. Which is kind of what you need it to be.
No, it's a Mario movie. Well, I don't know.
Maybe not formulaic is the word.
To be profitable, yes, you do need to be a formulaic.
It kind of...
If you want a sequel, then that's the safe move. You make it simple, straightforward, in the box, and easy to translate to other countries so they can write their own story.
Yeah,
that's your formula for making $1 billion on a franchise. I won't hold it against anybody. Like, you do what you got to do. You know, make what you can, I suppose. But if I pitched you the 2 Mario movies, which one would you actually want to see? I'd want to see the one that's like Reference City.
But at the time, like, when the Mario movie came out, there wasn't a Mario canon.
Well, sure. But, like, if we can play for... Oh, hey, Goma. Goma. Hang on, I'll get back to this. Let's contend with Goma first.
No, we got it. It's Goma. You're fine.
Okay. Well, I was just going to ask, like, if you could live in a world where you had seen neither movie, right?
Yeah.
And I just told you there's 2 Mario movies. And I just gave you the overview of both plots.
Yeah.
Which one are you gonna want to watch first? It's Hodgkins, right?
If and I don't know what Mario like is.
No, you know what Mario is. You're just you're just you, and you're like gonna see a movie. We're like, we're gonna watch one of these two movies tonight. Which one do you want to watch? We'll watch the other one later.
Seen
either one of them. You just have like a summary of what they are, just an overview. Which one's more interesting? Like, which one's the one that you're gonna want to experience first?
I have to, like, remember the plot of the original one.
It's interesting that you, like, because I would have thought...
Well, okay, so...
I pitched this hypothetical with the assumption that you would be like, yeah, the original, no problem.
And I don't know anything about them, so you can't just sell me on Bob Hodgkins.
Well, no, I know that, but, like, I was just gonna say, like, if
and John Leguizamo and Dennis Hopper. I'm like, yeah, that one, because I love all three of them.
Yes, and I would say it's all three of these movies, and it's weirdly modern for no reason, and jokey but not great at it, and kind of, like... It's got weird cyberpunk influences, and like Bob Hodgkins falls through a time portal into a dinosaur dimension where like Dennis Hopper's got like a de-evolution. Like, you're just like, what the yeah, give me that movie, right? Isn't that interesting on every level? I'm not saying it's a great movie or even a good movie, but I would say it is a creative movie. There's no arguing with that, right?
It's a creative movie.
There's nothing like it.
Well, because at the time, you gotta remember, the only game that had come out was the arcade game for Mario, and Mario Bros. 1.
Uh-huh.
So, that was canon as far as we knew.
Sure.
No, wait. When the movie came out, I think Super Mario World came out. No, I'm thinking of there was this anime movie that came before it, where, that's the one where Princess Peach has a fiance.
Really?
Yeah, Prince Haru, who never shows up, and he is turned into a dog.
Aw.
It's a weird movie. But that was the one that the only thing that had been out was like the first Mario game. Then they had the Dennis Hopper one was like 4 games deep, so there was lore, but there's lore in what sense?
I don't know.
In what sense is there lore to Mario right now?
Yeah, there's no lore to that. What is lore even? Like, if you had to, like, if there was like some sort of video version of lore, what would it even look like?
Of Mario? Oh yeah.
In general.
And if we had anything that could convey backstory and world building,
how is the audience supposed to know the plot?
The
background of the world.
I don't even know that I would want to watch it.
I don't either. I'd probably talk over it about a different franchise. That's how I'd handle it. If I was a professional. If I was a principled creator who didn't have to worry about, like money or like viewers giving a shit that I give a shit, like that kind of stuff, I would just talk about something completely different.
You know what? I will say, in defense of what we are talking about, we could, by all accounts, be the billionth YouTuber to make a funny version of the backstory where we do like the Deku voice and they're like, whoa, Hyrule, and we make jokes about how Hyrule's an established property. Or we can talk about the Mario movie over Zelda like lunatics.
I'm much more interested in your answer to this movie question, if I'm being totally honest.
So there's again, I'm
just you as a person. Which one would you watch? Just you being you, not for an audience, not saying which movie's better. Which one would you want to watch first?
And we're both, and I'm going off of that.
Just an over description of both films, just the plot of both movies, and sure, the actors in them, because the new one is a fucking A-list. It's a slam dunk of actors as well.
That's not so okay. My answer is heavily reinforced by the idea that I like things to be on model, and I like.
Oh, interesting.
I like things to be done correctly.
So you're more interested in seeing like the sort of vision come to life, not a different take on it.
I really like an adaptation that is I'm trying to think of how to say, like, not that it's done properly, but one that knows
sort of
what
gets
the fuck it's doing.
One that understood the assignment.
Yeah, that.
Okay, that's fair. See, I like when I jump medias, I like them to just go wild and different. I like to just big swings,
just bonkers.
I find it's sort of guarding my heart, because I find people trying to get it right, they often whiff real bad, even when they mean very well. It just, some things translate quite poorly, and so sometimes you just get a worse version of what you already have. It's like the classic.
Kind of like when we watch Doom.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
because the Doom film has nothing to do with Doom.
Well, yeah.
It's like loosely based on Doom 3, but that has a 3 on the end, which has to assume that it gives some fuck about the first two.
It's also it feels way more like a Resident Evil movie with The Rock in it than it does like a Doom movie.
Yeah.
But I think when we walked away, when we talked about it, like, I think I liked it. I think in the end there was I had a lot to make fun of. I could trash on that movie until the sun goes down. But at the end of the day, I enjoyed my experience with it.
It's a lot of fun.
And part of that is because it's so bananas and stupid and doesn't really make any sense and is trying to mesh all these elements really awkwardly by just using sci-fi stuff to divide it up.
I guess that kind of also comes down to...
Oh, dude, you got the Q!
Yeah! I got Korkiri's boogers.
Is that a 9 or a 6? I don't know.
Well, it could be both. It's like, no, someone made it. They know. They had an intent. It's a 9, because the guy who made it told me, son. It's like, whoa, you've never been to Rule 34. That's not how artists work. They don't get say over that just because they made it. They could be fucking wrong.
Fuck. I was like ready to respond, and there's just fires coming up in front of me.
No, it's because every artist who's just like, this character's like this because canonically, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, you're not. You fucking doodled some fan art. You don't get to decide what's canon right now. I'm sorry. Make a franchise.
Please. Okay. You just threw that out there. Can you take me through that on any level so that I could, like, in a void? That was a super crazy couple of sentences you just pitched at me. What is my question to you, if I may? Okay, so somebody is making an original character in an established canon. Is that what I'm hearing?
No.
It's like a fan, or is this somebody?
They are taking an established character from an established canon
and
then just spackling over whatever their relationship is with another character, and just going, no, that's not how that works. My headcanon trumps what the writer said.
Okay, so this is like a shipper thing.
Kind of, yeah.
In that vein. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like when...
I understand now.
So it's a ship war, but now imagine they come at it with the authority of like, the original creator.
Does any...
When they just sit there and they're like, no. Like, Ariaki, when he made JoJo, he decided that all the characters that, like, canonically have a lineage are gay.
Oh my god.
And they only have gay relations. Like, okay, but he didn't say that. You're saying it, and I don't care. You can like whatever you want.
I want to listen to that podcast so badly.
Oh, there is the JoJo shipping podcast who just says that
I want to hear people make those presuppositional arguments about established canons with tenacity. I want to hear the thing. I want to hear their research. I'm so interested. You are hard-pressed to find a thing in the world I have less of a stake in, so it's truly something I could watch purely to people watch.
Oh, you are the gif of just eating the popcorn in the comments?
Yes, but like, fully, yeah.
Like,
but
I'm just here to watch the
But
world
I'm not
burn.
here, but I'm here to watch with them, not at them, if that makes sense. I may laugh because it's inherently silly, but I love that people care this much about shit, even if it doesn't matter to me. And there's no, like... there's this bizarre sort of turning point, right? When people speak with, like, unearned authority on things that matter, it's super annoying. When people when they speak with unearned authority on things that are just sort of whatever, it's just sort of whatever. But then when it's on something, like, really unimportant, it kind of becomes fascinating again. Because this person's devoted a lot they really gnawed the bones on this thing.
They've dug their heels in on the dumbest hill to die on.
It's the specificity that makes it amazing. It's obviously important enough to them for them to have it on lockdown. So, like, I want to know everything about you and why this is so important, and I think I can unlock that from listening to your pitch on why you think you're right.
Oh, so it'd be kind of like somebody who, through utilizing AI art, has created an image of, like, Link and Ganondorf, but Link has the yellow strip on the hat, and he's like, no, because the Zelda timeline dictates that the
100%.
Yellow striped hatted Link is only from the original timeline, and Ganondorf does not assume a human form. You're like,
Hang on.
Just
Where it
go
gets
on.
where it gets good though is I want to get to that part. Hang on, could you do that again? I'm gonna be the other half of the podcast. Just wing it. It doesn't have to be exactly the same.
All right, but I'm gonna do it in the voice of the owl.
Sure.
Who's trying? So he's just like, Blake. All right, so I do a picture where he's got the yellow stripe on the hand and he's standing next to Ganondorf.
Sure.
No, Ganondorf does not assume the Ganondorf form in the timeline with the yellow
you're
stripe
wrong.
on
You're
the-
completely wrong. Hang on. Just shut up. Okay, the hat. You're misunderstanding what the hat is, and that's the rest of the podcast.
You're not grasping
would you let me-
the
would you let me-
fundamental. But like
You gotta let me talk. You talked for 10. I need to do my thing now. That's
the fundamental properties of the four bottles within
Doesn't
the
matter,
timelines
doesn't
of the
matter.
properties that they can carry.
You're
and
focused-
the Gibdos within the goddamn church.
Doesn't matter.
And the
You're always bringing up the Gibdos. No one cares. We're not talking about Gibdos. We're talking about the stripe on the hat. Let's talk about the stripe.
The stripe of the hat is a perfect reference to the time in which. All right,
Yes,
so that's gonna
I
be
would.
fun to.
That's what I want to listen to. I'm so interested in that stupid conversation and the people who care enough about it to yell.
What a perfect time to throw the flag into the ring. Then when the owl goes, "Did you get all that?"
No, I did. For the first time ever, Owl. No, I did not.
All right, then. See you around.
That was the first. I think that was the first time in the history of this game and every human being who has ever played it where we actually validly probably should have said no and reread what he said.
Did you want an extended breakdown of that entire, triad full of forces within the time? No, not really. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the castle. You cool?
Yeah,
Yeah, alright.
I guess.
Fine, I guess.